With over 1,000 reviews, this is Huckberry's most popular jacket and one of, if not like the most popular American-made waxed jacket there is. The company's not the oldest. The company that makes it is Flint and Tinder. It's like the in-house brand of Huckberry, and they were founded less than 10 years ago. But with savvy marketing and solid construction, they've come up with what many are calling the perfect fall jacket, or spring jacket, or jacket for California, you know, the not too cold seasons. Waxed canvas is a wonderful material that fellow YouTuber Kyle Moraski calls a patina cheat code. Patina meaning desirable aging, like faded jeans and beat up boots. It normally takes years to get, but with waxed canvas, your jacket looks old when you get it. And that's the beauty of them. Well, that and the fact that the coating of wax applied to it provides some water resistant and a little extra insulation as well. So this is the kind of jacket that ages well, takes a beating, and has like good old-fashioned style. In this case, it's pretty reminiscent of the old Type 1 Levi's jacket. That's the old denim trucker jacket that the brand was pretty well known for a while. And this Flint and Tinder jacket ticks all those same stylistic boxes, minus the denim, you know, because it's canvas. But it ticks a lot of the same boxes in that it's got dual hand-welt pockets, a chest pocket with a button flap closure for a really classic look, and it has a classic fit as opposed to an athletic, modern, like V-shaped fit. Although it has these adjustable waist buttons here to cinch in a little bit, if that's what you want. That's what I've done here on mine. It also comes with this snazzy media pocket that is exactly the size of my very old iPhone. And the jacket is available in 8 colors right now. But this field tan is the most popular, and I love it, especially because I already have gray and black and brown jackets. Like whatever color you get though, this jacket goes great with jeans and boots, with khakis, with sneakers, and it also looks great over a button-down shirt. It's not dressy, but it's like, it can be elevated casual, you know what I mean? And again, it looks great the more beat up it gets. So it's the kind of jacket you can happily stuff into a bag and get it all wrinkled up, and it'll only look better. All right, so with the materials, the main event with this jacket is the canvas, of course. This is 7-ounce Mar-Texan sailcloth from Fairfield Textiles in New Jersey. Fairfield is very proud of their Mar-Texan product. They say it's dyed with reactive dyes for the very best dye penetration. So at 7 ounces, it's not crazy thick. Flint and Tinder says it's 7 ounces. Fairfield says it's 9.5 ounces after finishing, but it's still thinner than like jeans. I'm gonna talk about some competing jackets later on with different weights, but the weight of this jacket, the upsides are it's light and unstructured and not too restrictive. By the way, canvas is just densely woven cotton, and it's called sailcloth here because like that's how waxed canvas was invented. Sailors realized that when sails were wet, they caught more wind, so they waxed them to make them heavier. I mean, originally it was linseed oil, wax came later, but that's another story, that's kind of boring. We don't need to talk about that. Waxed canvas is the outer, and on the inside of this jacket, it's lined with flannel, which is 100% polyester. So that might be a downside to you. It's not cotton or wool, it's synthetic polyester. But it really feels like a flannel shirt when you put it on. It's super comfy. On that note, by the way, you may have seen Flint and Tinder's Unlined waxed jacket, which is more for warm weather. I've tried it and I do not like it because it's a different fabric that has the wax infused into the cotton. So not only is it unlined, but all the fabric is waxy. So it gets your arms all sticky whenever you wear it. So that's a do not buy. But this fabric it's wax on the outside and on the inside for insulation, but you've got this really nice liner so it's not sticky all over your arms. So it's the best of both worlds. For taking care of this jacket, Flint and Tinder say on their website, do not wash and do not dry clean. A lady at Flint and Tinder actually told me that's because it's waxed, so washing it can damage the jacket and other items if they're washed with it, and it can remove the wax and it can shrink the jacket. There's even an article on Huckberry that says to, quote, never ever wash your wax jacket, and that despite its ability to withstand the worst Mother Nature can throw, its only weakness is your washer and dryer. So to keep it clean, you just need to spot clean it. A stiff head brush for like dust and stuff can be useful, cold water, and a sponge for stains. And the time may come to re-wax your jacket as well. So to test if it needs to be re-waxed, which won't happen for like at least a couple of seasons, I think, you spray the jacket with water to test its water resistance. And then you wait 5 minutes and see if it has beaded off or not. If it does, then you're good. If not, you want to add some wax with a hairdryer. They recommend Filson's oil finish wax. And there's a whole article on how to do it in the description below. So this fits pretty true to size. The unlined one is actually larger than this, but this large is a large, like a normal large. My chest is 43, 44 inches, and this large trucker jacket is advertised as being 45.5 inches, but it's lined, and this gives you some room to like layer up. Plus, I have like a weirdly long torso, so like a shortest jacket like this, I didn't want to risk it becoming like a midriff if I got a medium. So I got a large, and I use the adjustable waist tabs on the bottom to bring the waist in a little bit, and it fits pretty well, especially if I'm wearing like a thicker layer. Which reminds me, again, just since I'm talking about fit and sizing now, remember this has a classic fit, so it's not a modern fit, athletic fit. tapered fit, slim fit, whatever you want to call it. It's just kind of straight up and down. So that's fine, that fits a lot of different body types, but you'll be glad to know if you would rather have like a more V-shaped fit, yeah, those little buttons at the side, they can help you out with that. So as far as the price goes, when it's not on sale, it's $240. And for an American-made waxed jacket, you're probably going to compare that to Filson. Their cotton-lined waxed jacket, which they call tin cloth, is $350. But that material is 14 ounces with 6-ounce lining. This is 7 ounces, advertised as such anyway. And the most beloved American wax jacket on the market right now is probably the Ship Johns Wills jacket, which is $250. But that's 18 ounces, and with wax it's 24 ounces. Taylor Stitch has extremely waxy long haul jacket for $248. That's 9 ounces, and the lining is 13 ounces, and it's mostly wool, not polyester you're getting here. So I don't know, man. A lot of guys say this is like really, really fantastic value, and it's hard for me to decide because it's a very cool jacket and it's very tough. But the cheapest and the thickest, it is not. But while there are jackets out there at this price that are heavier, I don't know of any at this weight that are cheaper, you know? So if you want a good, not too cold weather type of wax jacket, I think it is a good pick. But if you'd rather heavier, you can get heavier for about the same price. So it's really about what kind of weather you're shopping for and how much you like the look. And I love wearing this jacket when it's a little bit chilly. Plus, look man, like the jackets in like Barbour and Free Note cloth, those are $400, so it could be worse. And again, it's made in America, and yeah, for this weight, I don't think there are any cheaper, but let me know if you know of any. All right, to sum up with some pros and cons, it's just a really great classic look that works with any casual outfit from t-shirt to button down. It'll age really well. You'll have it for like a million years. This is a really nice, sturdy material. It's available in 8 colors to match your style or wardrobe, whatever you need. I love the adjustable buttons on the side as well. I've mentioned them way too many times, but that makes a big deal for me. The wax makes it very resistant to water and a little bit warmer, and it gives it a dope patina as well. And it's fully lined. Like you don't get that gross damp feeling you get on your skin with some wax jackets. It's great. It's high quality, but it's not remotely pretentious or hipstery, which is a very hard balance to pull off sometimes. Some potential downsides with this jacket, there are no like arm gussets or anything you get on, you know, like real workwear. I mean, this isn't for actual work, it's more reminiscent of workwear. Also, unlike those brands I mentioned earlier, or unlike most of them, this jacket is lined with polyester, not cotton, flannel, or wool or anything. If that matters to you, I think it feels great. Also, unlike those brands, Barbour, Ship John, Taylor Stitch, Free Note cloth, it's not as heavy as them. But again, I don't know of jackets of this weight for less. And the lightness of the jacket makes it unstructured and easy to move in, and you'll have it for so long, the price is gonna wind up feeling like a bargain anyway. All right, man, that's it. That's my review of the enormously popular and influential waxed trucker jacket from Flint and Tinder. It's really, this jacket's like a really, really big deal. It's everywhere on the internet. It's earned an unbelievable amount of money for Huckberry and Flint and Tinder, and it's good. It's a good flagship jacket, and I'm really glad I've got it. I've got a written review in the description below if you want to check that out, and subscribe as well. So I've got a lot more jacket reviews and jeans reviews, boots reviews, and all kinds of stuff coming up.